under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the LA Dodgers and the Oakland A's. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and D-Row will see a highly anticipated Major League debut in this one of the elite prospects in the game.
Yeah, this is a special day for the entire sport when you really think about it. Certainly special for the kid in this organization. But I'll tell you, when a prospect of his caliber graduates to the big league level, the baseball world stops and takes notice. I know it's just one game. We're going to put a lot of focus on his performance here today, and it probably really doesn't mean that much, but it would be awesome to see him come out and put on a show for us.
It's interleague baseball, next on the show. Paul Blackburn, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Now at the plate, here is Mookie Betts.
Leading off
He'll
tonight
get us
for the
started
Dodgers,
in this one under the lights.
The right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First of three here to start the week as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been very good in D-Row. Through the first 4 games of this homestand, big donut, 0. 0-4, that's not going to cut it in this league.
Yeah, we started to hear a spattering of boos yesterday coming from the home faithful. They have to find a way to right the ship.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. A cool 47 degrees tonight at first pitch. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, and that's through for a hit.
Batting second, the third baseman, Jacob Amaya.
To the plate now, Jacob Amaya. Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. Amaya has been a great story in the baseball world lately. This game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues? But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
From the belt, the pitch, that misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Here's Corey Seeger, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. He's set. Here it comes. And that misses ball one.
I I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Betts at second, Amaya on at first with nobody out. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. Second home run early in the year. And the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Batting fourth, the center fielder.
So here's Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
As he swings and misses at a first-pitch fastball, 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, one thing's for sure, they love what Mookie Betts brings to their offense. This guy was one of 3 silver sluggers in the National League for outfielders. He can flat out rake. You get in that category, only 3 guys of all the outfielders in that league, that's pretty impressive.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Three runs already home here. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Heading after it is Piscotty, and that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The 1-0. Still only 1 out in the inning. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Ball 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Line toward right center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. He'll get it into second. To second now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
The batter will be Gavin Lux. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Hit to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting it, the left fielder, Zach Rex.
Next up for Los Angeles, Zach Rex. And the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. From the belt, kicks and deals. Down the first baseline. Another foul ball here, 0-1. Line drive base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 firsts with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
So here's Austin Barnes. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Comes set with the 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Here it comes, 0-2. And this one's in the dirt. And a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. Here comes the 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Dodgers 5, the A's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. David Price will be on the mound for the boys in blue. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes now to Andrus. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Bellinger's under it. 1 out.
Batting second.
Time now for a glance at Bob Melvin's A's starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, these are the lineups you want to be in. Driving to the ballpark, you got a cup of coffee in your hand, you look at the flags and they're blowing straight out. You're running to the manager's office if your name's not in the lineup. It just takes 1 grain on that bat, and you got a potential 3-run bomb.
Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Rex is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Next to hit, Matt Chapman, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Now here it comes. It just misses off the inside for ball 1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. It appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, guys, you know what as well as I do. Being in the clubhouse before the game, this team's riding high. 4-0 to start the road trip. They're more concerned about what they're having for dinner than worried about the opposing pitcher right now. Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. He'll try again, 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
And that'll bring up Matt Olsen as he'll take a look at ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. The 1-1. This is skied into short left center. In comes the left fielder. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. 2-out double left stranded. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Here's Mookie Betts.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Laureano is in his tracks now, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And I'm locking in on Matt Chapman. Without a doubt, one of the premier defenders in our sport. You know what? He's often compared to his former high school teammate. Bet people didn't know Nolan Arenado and him shared dugouts in high school. He's going to be at the top of the leaderboard this year. Defensive run save. Lock in on him. He's going to make a backhand gem.
Jacob Amaya is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Well, you know, he had a good idea right there. The infield was playing back, but it's not going to work out for him this time. That's a nice play to react, and they take care of him at first.
Next at the plate will be Seeger. He's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Good waist pitch, 1 and 2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers, but they hold a 5-0 lead.
Don't know how I let you taste me, don't know how I let you play me.
So now to the plate, Ramon Laureano.
Leading off,
His guys have
48.
quite a hill to climb.
The
Down
center
5-zip here in the early
Number
going.
22.
First pitch on its way. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Price is sitting on exactly 150 career wins, halfway to that benchmark 300 number. But nevertheless, he's carved out a nice career in the big leagues to this point. Price ready with the 0-1. This is popped up. Lux has a play. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting 6th, the designated.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And let's take a look at outfielder Mookie Betts. You can make the argument he's the most dynamic player in our sport. Don't try and come inside with a fastball because it's getting turned around. But I don't think people realize how good he patrols the outfield. The ability to play all 3 positions with speed and a bazooka for an arm.
1-0 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
Really deceptive changeup right there. It died right before the plate, and he was left reaching for air.
Fouled away. Here's another 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips
Batting
one up
7th.
there that the bottom
The left
really
fielder.
falls out at the last
Yeah.
minute. It's so hard to pick up,
Pinder.
and it's even harder to make good contact with.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. As it's grounded sharply to first. And he whips on it as this goes right under his glove.
Batting 8th, the right fielder, defense.
Runner at first with 2 gone. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. From the belt, the pitch. A 1 pitch on its way. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And now it'll kick around in the corner. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might
Batting
squirt
none.
foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit close to play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Trying to cash in here on this two-out rally. A couple of men in scoring position with two away. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Swung on and sent to second base. On to first, and the A's fail to cash in here as the side is retired. A's strand a couple. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit.
I got my blessing because the Father never left him.
All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
First pitch of the AB now. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. Piscotty looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo homer for Cody Bellinger. First home run of the campaign for him. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year, and many more are sure to follow.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp.
Your
Mike
attention,
Fiers
please.
is going to come on to pitch
Now
here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be
Number
asked to
50.
eat some innings.
Mike Fiers.
Into the box,
Now
A.J.
batting.
Pollock.
The designated hitter.
As he'll
A.J.
look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Pollock, originally from the state of Connecticut, he was selected in the first round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And he finds the black here with a curveball, 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Can't connect there. It's 2-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And here's a curveball looked at, strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning. So
Now
one
back.
down, no one aboard,
first baseman.
and that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. Fires into his motion. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's high.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
And a fastball here that's taken for ball two.
Hey, you want to talk about in the zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 1 out, nobody on. To 2-2 now.
2-2 now.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
That was aggressive pitching of that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Into the box now, Gavin Lux. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. Hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
And he takes a called strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded back up the middle. Lowry on the move. He has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. But the Dodgers add on courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up. It's the Dodgers 6 and the A's nothing. Here's Elvis Andrus now. Zero down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, man? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
Here it comes now to end.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Andrus in an 0-2 hole here.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence, he's got great body language on the mound, he's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Here comes the 1-2. Bouncer up the middle, reined in, and there's one away.
And this is not an easy play when you have to raise to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Swing and a flare down the line. And that's in there, base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Lowry, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. From the belt, the pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Going back is Bellinger. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olsen.
Next, it'll be Matt Olsen. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Hey, make no mistake about it. This lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Two and one to the A's first baseman. 2 out with the man at first. And here's a ball hit in the air. On the move is Betts. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. The A's strand one. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said their ability to get on the attack and chase the opposing starter from the game prior to the fourth inning obviously sets them up nicely for the rest of the game. Now, he just hopes they can keep that same focus at the plate in the middle and late frames, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready now is Zach Rex, singled in his last at-bat. First delivery to him. And he lays off there, 1-0. That swung on and missed, and we're even at 1-1. Grounded softly down the line toward first. Throw to first in time, one gone here in the fourth. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Boy, this one got ugly early. They were looking to get some innings out of the starting rotation, That didn't happen in this one, lasting only 2 innings. A lot of outs yet to get from this bullpen.
Next for the Dodgers, Austin Barnes, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down for a base hit. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
Just goes to show, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
So that'll bring in Mookie Betts as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Fires, pauses. Here's the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. There is Andrus. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, the third baseman, Jacob Amaya.
Next up, Jacob Amaya, runner in scoring position with Sugan. Here's the first pitch as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. 6 runs, 7 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 1 left for LA. They lead it 6-0. So now here is Ramon Laureano.
The Athletics, the center fielder, number 22.
Now the first pitch here from Price. Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike one. Now the pitch. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, speared by Price on the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mark Canha.
So now it's Mark Canha. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on the way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Stepping in now, Pinder. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's outside.
Slow roller down the third baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They still find themselves down 6-0. Here's Seeger. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Seeger. And now the first pitch.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1.
One ball, 2 strikes.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Pinder settles under it, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So 1 out and nobody aboard, and that brings up the former National League MVP, Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And it's 1-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, Designated hitter, A.J. Pollock.
Striding forward now is the DH, A.J. Pollock, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Dodgers down in order, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
The Athletics.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The right fielder, Steven Piscotty.
Now the pitch. Steven Piscotty is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Down the left field line and deep. Now Price is 1-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
I'll tell you, he looks really
Up
dialed
next
in on the bump right there. He's got a
the catcher,
shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance.
Murphy.
Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
At the plate now, Sean Murphy. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Price ready with the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Pitch on the way. A ball and 2 strikes now.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
He's really on a
Now
roll
batting,
right now on the mound.
shortstop,
Back-to-back strikeouts
Melvin.
to wrap up the last inning.
Andrew.
And now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
At the plate, Elvis Andrus. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. 3-1.
Down to 3-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss as he was way early on that one. 3-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Here it comes now to Andrus. Weakly hit to third. Throw on to Muncy gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. A's are gone in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions.
And now in the box, Max Muncy, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus
the first
far.
Baseman, Max.
And now the first pitch. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. One and one to the Dodgers' first baseman. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
So now to the plate, Gavin Lux. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Drilled down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Muncy gets his lead at first, nobody out. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2. From the stretch.
Nope. That's inside. Hey, up. You want to try that call again?
Swing and a miss there as the breaking ball takes care of him for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Standing in now, Zach Rex. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
And how about the uncommon patience for the rookie in a big spot right here? These have been some tough pitches to lay off.
3-0 now. Runners on first with 1 down. Three and 1 to the Dodgers left fielder. Inside, he misses ball 4.
Up next for the Dodgers, the catcher, Austin.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
As he will look at a first-pitch fastball for ball 1. umpires pauses. 1-0 on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Runners are at first and second with one away. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a fourth.
Ready on 1-2.
Olsen! I got to count 2-2.
He stays alive, still 2-2. Swing and a high chopper. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Now batting, the right fielder, midfield.
Now back to the top of the Dodgers order, digging in, Mookie Betts. And their runners at the corners now. From the stretch. Fouled off. One and one to the Dodgers leadoff man. Runners on first and third, 2 away. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They lead it 6-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Second baseman, Jed Lowry.
Now the first pitch here from Price.
Count 1-0.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. This one's flared off to the right side. Betts coming on. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman, who's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olsen. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Now here's the pitch. And it's fouled away.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 2 out, nobody on. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit hard to the right side. He's got it. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. They still find themselves down 6-zip. So here is Jacob Amaya. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail when they invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Laureano is right there, 1 down.
The batter, the shortstop, Corey Seeger.
Stepping in next, Corey Seeger flew out last time up. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
1 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Two balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seeger.
Well, he snapped that breaking ball off really nice. He'll do well to keep putting it there.
Here now the 2-2. And right into the shift. Lowry's got it. And there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He bounced out last time up. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Obviously, this pitching staff doesn't care this batter went deep earlier in the game because they are attacking him. 2 pitches right in the zone.
To 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Murphy recovers, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Stepping in, Ramon Laureano. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
The center fielder, number 22.
First pitch on its way. High and deep down the left field line. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo! Up and in.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The next 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Fielded cleanly, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mark Canha.
Next, it'll be Mark Canha, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1-0.
Ball 1. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
3-0 now.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike. Price still working on the shutout through 6 1/3. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 4, Pinder.
Next to dig in, Chad Pinder, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now here's the first offering.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Lou Trevino enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 62, Lou Trevino.
Now it'll be A.J. Pollock. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
A.J. Pollock.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Grounded up the first baseline, and the 8th will start with a bang as this should be extra bases. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
He just smoked this ball right down the line. Take a look here. Hard to tell if it was fair or foul in real time, but you can see it flies right over the bag. Ump was all over it and made a great call.
Next up is Max Muncy as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Now some action in that Oakland bullpen as it looks like a lefty started to get it going down there. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. From the belt, the pitch. Now a swinging bunt. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
We've got ourselves an awesome battle going on right here. Bottom line, the guy who's going to win this situation is the guy who executes.
Pollock stands at second with no outs. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman,
So stepping in is Gavin Lux. First offering on its way. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. To Lowry at the bag. On the first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
It certainly looked like they might have had a big inning cooking there with first and third and no outs, but the double play kind of kills it. They did get the run in, but the batter doesn't get credit for an RBI.
Into the box, Zach Rex. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The 2-1 home. Left side, but well foul. 2 out, nobody on. So a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Into the box now, Austin Barnes. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Hit high and deep to left field. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. It's a run on 2 hits here for LA. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the A's nothing.
I can't stop even if I could.
Outfielder Steven Piscotty the next to hit. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
2-0.
half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. The 2-2. Back up the middle. And that's the first down.
Up next for Oakland.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Now here's the Dodgers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to come get his starter here, so that'll be all this evening for David Price. So he was able to only get that first out in the eighth, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Blake Trinan will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. Striding in for Oakland, Sean Murphy. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Ball one. The 1-0. Weak grounder down the line at third. And that's the second out. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Really strong outing, Matty V. Into the eighth inning without allowing a run. In line for the win, and he certainly deserves a good fate in this one. Hard to imagine he could pitch any better innings 1 through 8 than he did in this one.
To the plate now, Elvis Andrus, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike one. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Here it comes now to Andrus. And he's way off balance with the swing there.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Muncy in foul ground, and that's going to land foul. Here's another 2-2. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. 1-2-3 go the A's. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Sergio Romo comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Now Back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Mookie Betts. Head-to-head numbers against Sergio Romo. He's 1 for 5. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Romo has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball hit hard to the left side, and that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the ninth.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Stepping in now, Jacob Amaya as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. Possibly a double play ball now for Andrus. One there, on to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, shortstop, Seeger.
So base is empty now after the double play. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Seeger. First pitch coming, here it is. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. A ball and no strikes, here it is. Bouncer to the left side. Chapman brings it in. Throw on to Olsen to take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the ninth. LA's on top, 7-0. At the plate now is Jed Lowry. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Oh and 1, here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Bellinger is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
Now batting, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Next to hit is Matt Chapman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one of the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Good pitch right there with the bases empty. Why not take a shot? Throw that breaking ball in the dirt and see if he'll chase after it.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn, he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tapper right back to the pitcher. One of the toughest pitches to hit in the game.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Fouled away. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there.
Up next
the best
Oakland,
ones have that late
the
action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Matt Olsen, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that misses 1-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Now the 2-1 pitch. Last strike now for Oakland. Back up the middle. And that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
He's set and the pitch. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
This is why pitching is so difficult. You're cruising along to give up a hit. Now you've got to lock in and get this middle part of the order done.
Olsen, the runner at first with 2 gone. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss, as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Dodgers came out swinging with